Takes it himself, drops back for the pass. Ball is in the air. Caught by number 14, who walks into the touchdown, untouched. Another touchdown by number 14 to the Huskies, Curtis Duran. That is his second for the night. Your score right now before the extra point attempt, Hagerty 34, Lake Howell 8, with just over 2 minutes left to play. Set to kick the extra point, number 13, Aaron Rose. Aaron Rose set the kick. Kick is up. Nearly blocked, but managed somehow to get in there. Extra point is good. Your score is going to be Hagerty 35, Lake Howell 8. Just over 2 minutes left to play. Just wanted to let everybody know, thank you for coming out, and sorry for the technical difficulties we've had this game. Had a lot of video for you, and not a lot of sound. Right now, your score is Hagerty 35, Lake Howell 8. With just over 2 minutes left to go, Hagerty gets ready to kick the ball off from the 40-yard line as Lake Howell is ready to receive. So right now, Hagerty has had 5 offensive drives, resulting in 5 touchdowns.
Kicker number 13, Aaron Rose, has been almost perfect with extra point attempts so far this season.
We wait for the kick to go off. We got a score update from teams in the league. So right now it's halftime in the game between Oviedo and Lake Brantley. Lake Brantley's winning 14-7 against Oviedo. Kick is out, returned, brought down at about the 29-yard line by a pack of Wild Huskies. So our great defense runs out into the field. We ask all of you guys who are here watching tonight to stay tuned during the halftime show, as it is homecoming here at Hagerty High School. Our ROTC is presenting their colors. Our band is doing their weekly performance, and we are presenting the homecoming king and queen of Hagerty High School. So please stay tuned and enjoy all the festivities. Lake Howell runs their way out into the field, trying to force something to go right here. 2 minutes left in the game, trying to get a touchdown, get the momentum, trying to shift somehow to their way while they run into the locker room. Number 4 drops back for the pass. He's tackled, sacked by number 35 of the Huskies, Donovan Winters, for a huge loss of about 7 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 17 for the Hawks. It's going to be a timeout called by this Hagerty. Hagerty right now, as district standings goes, second in the district, just under Edgewater, who is our opponent next week. Don't forget to follow at Hagerty Sports on Twitter for live updates of the Edgewater game, since we will not be there live streaming since it is an away game. We will be there the week after for Timber Creek, which is senior night. Hope to see you guys all here tuning in, watching another great game played by your Hagerty Huskies. Lake Howell lines up on about the 20-yard line for 2nd and 17. Hands the ball off. Guy runs up the middle. Tackled by number 66 of the Huskies at about the line of scrimmage. His name's Tyler Grayson with that tackle. It's a hard hitter. It's going to be 3rd and 17 for the Hawks, trying to get something going here. Overall record for the Silverhawks is 1-6, as they are 0-4 in district, running last in our district. Hagerty's overall record is 4-2, with the only 2 losses being to Oviedo and Lake Mineola. In district, Hagerty's record is 3-1, with their only district loss being to Lake Mineola. In the district race, Edgewater's first, being undefeated in the district with a victory last night against Eastridge. Hagerty's playoff berths is going to be in their own hands as they go to Edgewater next week. If they beat Edgewater, they not only get their first playoff berth since 2010, but they also win the district championship, but a loss to Edgewater means no playoffs at all. Hagerty's defense runs back out to the 29-yard line. Lake Howell has 3rd and 17. Just under 2 minutes left to play in the half. Lake Howell snaps the ball, hands it off, runs up the gut. It's tackled by number 20 of the Huskies, Bryson Holland. It looks like there's a fumble on the play. Haggerty recovers. Number 42, Sam Dittmeyer. Haggerty's take over in possession. 1st and 10 on about the 29-yard line. Just about 1 minute, 48 seconds left to play in the half. Huskies look to put the dagger in the back here on this final drive of the half. Momentum keeps their way as they run into the locker room. Tristan Tucker looks to pass. Passes number 14, and Curtis Duran shakes him up, breaks the tackle. Tackle down for a 1st down. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Huskies. The 1:40 left in this half. All right. Tristan Tucker lines up behind center. Gabe Diaz to his right. Tristan Tucker takes the ball himself, has plenty of leading blockers and plenty of room. Looks like he's easily going to walk himself in untouched for this another Haggerty touchdown. That's Tristan's 2nd for the night. Your score as of right now, Haggerty 41, Lake Howell 8. Extra kick getting ready to come in just a second by number 13, Aaron Rose, who tonight has not missed a single field goal. Placeholder for the Haggerty Huskies, number 17, Matt Lipari. Snap is up, kick is ready to go, and the kick is good. Aaron Rose, number 13, with the kick. Your score right now, Haggerty 42, Lake Howell 8. Just about a minute and a half ready to go in this first half. Aaron Rose gets ready to kick the ball off from about the 40-yard line. Lake Howell set to receive. The 1.5 minutes left in the half. This is the first year of Haggerty being moved down to District 7. Last year they were in District 8. Aaron Rose with the pooch kick. About 20-yard line. Fair catch called by Lake Howell. Looks like they're going to take the ball at about the 34-yard line. Quick score update from your teams around the league. Orlando University 14, Lake Mary 7 at the end of the first quarter. Bishop Moore 13 playing against Bartow, who has had 0 at the end of the first quarter. Haggerty's defense runs out into the field, ready to play. As Lake Howell gets ready to take their first snap of this drive on the 34-yard line. Hands the ball off. Tackled by number 42, Sam Dittmeyer, for a loss. Actually, a gain of about 1 yard. It's going to be 2nd and 9 for the Silverhawks. Ball is snapped, handed off down the middle. Met by a pack of all Huskies, leading in the pack, number 35, Donovan Winters. Tackled at the line of scrimmage, going to be a gain of nothing. 3rd and 9 for the Silverhawks with 30 seconds left in the first half. Clock is running. No signs of a timeout coming as Lake Howell just wants to get in the locker room and change their game plan coming into this second half. We're at 20 seconds left. Lake Howell runs onto the line of scrimmage, ready to play. Ah. Got 9 seconds left. Looks like they're just going to wait the clock out. Yep, the clock is going. And that'll do it for the first half. Your score, Haggerty 42, Lake Howell 8. Please stay tuned for the second half of Haggerty football. But as of right now, it's going to be our halftime celebrations with first our Unleashed Dance team and our Haggerty Marching Band coming out for their halftime show. We're also going to have our Homecoming King and Queen being nominated and selected tonight, and also the ROTC showing their colors. So please stay tuned and enjoy the show. We're getting ready right now to say for our homecoming nominees for senior class. So homecoming here at Haggerty is we're getting ready to announce our homecoming senior nominees. Representing the freshman class, we have Dalton Kendall, for our freshman class homecoming nominees, we have Dalton Kendall and Gabe Diaz. Representing the sophomore class this evening is Rachel Campbell and Jared Prachel. For our first junior class representations of homecoming, King and Queen is going to be Shelby Shepardson and Hudson Kaufman. Our second junior class nominees is going to be Bailey Finawall and Christian Rivera.
And the teams are beginning to warm up again after we conclude our halftime ceremony. We begin this third quarter of play with just about 2 minutes left. We would like to thank everybody who made this homecoming week extra special and possible here at Haggerty High School. And here come your homecoming king and queen as they make their final circle around the Sam Montgomery Stadium. Haggerty High School sets up to kick it away. Number 13, Aaron Rose, sets up for the kickoff. The kick is up and high. Taken back at the 3-yard line. Number 46 for Lake Howell runs it back to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 for Lake Howell on the own 20-yard line. Quarterback drops back and pass, and a hard hit delivered right as he catches the ball, but it is a complete pass of positive yardage. It'll be 2nd and 8 for Lake Howell. Haggerty's defense looks to stop Lake Howell on this drive after coming up with 1 interception last game and 4 turnovers last game and an interception so far in the first quarter. Run up the gut for a short amount of yards. It looks like about 1. It'll be 3rd and 7 on the 23-yard line with just over 11 minutes remaining in the third quarter of play. Score update, Haggerty 42, Lake Howell 8. Quarterback drops back to pass. The pass is complete. And he will get the 1st down, and he is still going. Breaks the tackle. The 40, the 30. He's still going. And he is taken down by Haggerty at the 20-yard line. It'll be good enough for a 1st down for Lake Howell after a big gain off of a short pass by Lake Howell's quarterback. It'll be 1st and 10 on the 23-yard line for Lake Howell. Quarterback drops back, look to pass. Pass is incomplete. Pass intended at the 10-yard line is incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Lake Howell. Lake Howell has been into a big deficit tonight as they trail Haggerty 42-8. They're just 2 yards away from moving into the red zone, hoping to convert on this drive. They're definitely going to need it. Haggerty's defense looks to shut them down this drive. Quarterback drops back to run up the gut, and he is stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and 10 on the 22-yard line for Lake Howell, and the clock moves down to just under 10 minutes of play remaining in the 3rd quarter. Lake Howell's quarterback sets up in the shotgun. He hikes the ball. He looks up. He lobs it up deep in the end zone. And it is incomplete pass intended for the end zone for a touchdown, but it will be no good. 4th and 12 for Lake Howell on the Haggerty 24-yard line. And it looks like Lake Howell will go for it, hoping to convert on this 4th down attempt. Hoping to increase their score and lessen the margin as the clock continues to wind down with just under 9 minutes and 30 seconds in the 3rd quarter. Quarterback number 4 in the shotgun hikes the ball, looks downfield. Pass is complete, and it is good for a Lake Howell touchdown. Your score, Haggerty 42, Lake Howell 14. Lake Howell converts on a clutch 4th down attempt. Short pass completed is good. And he walks it into the end zone for the touchdown. And it looks like Lake Howell will go for the extra point attempt to make this one 15-42. The ball is snapped. The kick is up high, and it is good. Your score, Haggerty 42, Lake Howell 15, with just under 9 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter of play. Haggerty looks to improve to 5-2 tonight as they go on. Haggerty will go on to play Edgewater in a district playoff game tomorrow. It will be a crucial game for Haggerty next Friday night. Haggerty will be away, and Haggerty sets up to receive the ball on the kickoff. And the kickoff is short, and it will bounce to about the 28-yard line, taken back by Haggerty. Haggerty will get the ball on about the 36-yard line with 9 minutes and 15 seconds in the 3rd quarter. Haggerty's offense looking to convert on this one to make a big lead. That will be a hard margin to come back by Lake Howell. And number 7, Marco Weimer, comes in to play quarterback for Haggerty High School. Marco Weimer was the original backup to Zach King before his injury in early September, late August. And Tristan Tucker came in, but now Marco Weimer is in the 2nd half to play quarterback, and it's a run up the gut by number 3. And it will be good for about 9 yards. It'll be 2nd and 1st on the 45-yard line. And that one will move the chains to make it a 1st and 10 for the Haggerty Huskies on their own 36-yard line. Inside handoff, and he is moving, he's cutting, and it'll be good for a 1st down. Number 27 with a big run up the gut. Tony Felix's run is good for a Haggerty's 1st down. It'll be 1st and 10 on the opponent's 39-yard line with just under 8 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter of play. The hike is a bad one, and it will be fumbled, and it will be a big loss of yards after a loss of about 10 on the play. It'll be 2nd and long for Haggerty Huskies on the 50-yard line. And it looks like there is a player down on the field for Lake Howell, a little slow to get up after he took an awkward hit on the tackle, and the trainers will come out to check out his injury. And he looks like he's able to get up on this one, but he is hobbling on that right ankle, not wanting to put much weight on that one. Haggerty's offense will set up with 2nd and long on the 50-yard line with just under 7 minutes and 30 seconds in the 3rd quarter. Haggerty 42, Lake Howell 15. And it's snapped to number 3, and he will run it. He has some blocks. And it will be a gain of about 7 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 14 on the 43-yard line for Haggerty as they look to convert on this one, or at least move a little bit closer to move into field goal range for kicker number 13, Aaron Rose. And there is a penalty on the plate. Looks like offsides on the defense. It will be offsides on the defense, so that will move Haggerty up closer to that 1st down mark. It'll be 3rd and 8 now on the 38-yard line after that offsides on the defense. Good for a 5-yard gain. And the clock continues to wind down to just over 6 minutes and 30 seconds in the 3rd quarter. And run up the gut after a clever snap. And it will be a no gain on the play after a nice stop by Lake Howell. It'll be 4th and 8 on the 38-yard line. Haggerty's offense has been able to convert so far on 5 drives to give them a 42-15 lead. And now they will look to their defense to hopefully seal this game. Haggerty's offense has been very versatile this year as they've come through with injuries to stay 4-2, looking to go to the district playoffs next week. And there's a penalty on the play, and the penalty on the play is a personal foul against Haggerty, and that will push Haggerty back. It will be 4th and long for Haggerty on their own 46-yard line, and it looks like they will punt this one downfield. Update around the league, Lake Brantley scores to make it 21 Lake Brantley, 14 Oviedo. In the third quarter of play, Lake Brantley leads by 1 score over Oviedo High School. Lake Howell received the ball, and it is flipped, and he is stopped for a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd and 9 on the 22-yard line. On that previous punt, it was kicked deep to the 22-yard line. It was fair catch by Lake Howell. Set up for this run up the gut for no gain. The clock continues to wind down to just under 15 minutes and 15 seconds. Your score, Haggerty 48, Lake Howell 15. Haggerty's defense looks to shut out Lake Howell and stop in their own backfield. Pass complete by Lake Howell. It'll move the chains. After a gain of about 25 yards on that deep pass by Lake Howell, it'll be a 1st and 10 for Lake Howell on their own 46-yard line with 4 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the third quarter of play. Lake Howell's quarterback sets up in the shotgun for the snap. It'll be 1st and 10. Looks back to pass, and he is pressured in the pocket, and he will be taken down for a loss of 3 by number 42, Sam Dittmeyer. It'll be 2nd and 12 for Lake Howell on their own 43-yard line. Lake Howell needs to convert on this drive as they're digging the hole deeper in this deficit. They are down 15 to 42. They need to decrease the margin on this drive, hoping to convert here for a touchdown. They are on their own 43-yard line, 2nd and 12. Set up in the shotgun, quarterback drops back. Looks downfield, and it's a screen pass, and is over the head of the receiver for an incomplete pass. It'll be 3rd and 12 for Lake Howell. Lake Howell's quarterback sets up in the pocket, and he is moving in the pocket, looks down deep to pass, and passes picked off. Nearly intercepted by Haggerty through the hands and dropped as he was hit. It'll make it 4th and 12 for Lake Howell after a near pick by Haggerty's defense. That would have been the 2nd one of this game. Lake Howell sets up to punt it away on 4th down and 12 with just under 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. The punt is up and nearly blocked, and it is taken by Haggerty's, and it'll be taken out at the 45-yard line. Number 8, Alex Winson with a nice run back. It'll be 1st and 10 for Haggerty on their own 45-yard line. Quarterback Marco Weimer will stay out for Haggerty, replacing Tristan Tucker. Run up the gut by Haggerty. And it will be a short gain carried by number 3. It'll be a gain of about 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 6 on the 50-yard line for Haggerty. The clock continues to wind down with just under 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Your score still Haggerty 42, Lake Howell 15. Run up the gut by Haggerty. Quarterback number 7, Marco Weimer, run up the gut. And it will be good for a gain of about 3 yards. It'll be 3rd and 2 for the Haggerty Huskies on the opposing 46-yard line, and the clock continues to wind down. And we are almost in the 4th quarter of play with just under 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. And there will be a penalty on the play. Looks like encroachment on the defense, which will be an automatic 1st down for the Haggerty Huskies. Be a 1st and 10 for Haggerty on the opposing 41-yard line with just over a minute and 30 seconds remaining. Haggerty hopes to put up some points out of this attempt to increase the margin to hopefully seal the deal against Lake Howell. Your score, 42 Haggerty, 15 Lake Howell. Number 3's run up the gut is good for a gain of about 4 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 5 on the opposing 35-yard line as the clock winds down to just under a minute of play. Haggerty hopes to get at least a field goal attempt out of this drive. And the clock will continue to wind down. Run up the gut by number 3. And it looks like it will move the chains for a Haggerty's 1st down. It'll be a 1st down for the Haggerty Huskies, and the clock will wind down just under 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter of play. It'll be a 1st and 10 on the opposing 29-yard line for Haggerty. Number 3 takes the snap, runs to the outside. It will be taken out at about the 13-yard line, and that will move the chains for a 1st down. And there'll be 2 seconds remaining in the third quarter of play, so it'll be just enough time for one more snap for Haggerty. And that will wrap up the third quarter of play here at Sam Montgomery Stadium. Your score, Haggerty 42, Lake Howell 15. Haggerty's offense has been able to convert with 5 touchdowns so far on this game. 42 points put up so far. Lake Howell's offense has been stopped pretty well with 1 interception, almost 2, with 15 points put up on the board. Haggerty's defense has kept the score low. And we will go into the fourth quarter of play. And that will switch the end zones, and Haggerty will take the ball up the gut. It will be positive yardage. Haggerty will move into the red zone. It will be second down for Haggerty. It will be 2nd and 5 on the 12-yard line for Haggerty with just about 11 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter of play. Haggerty moves into the red zone, hoping to get some points off of this drive.
Score update from teams around the league. Beginning of the fourth quarter against Lake Brantley and Oviedo. Your score, Lake Brantley 21, Oviedo 14. It's Casey Myers here, going to keep you updated on scores from around the league.
And a big penalties go out on the play. There'll be a personal foul. And we'll get you that penalty as soon as we find out. There'll be a personal foul on the defense. And that'll move the chains for Haggerty for a first down. It'll be a first down for Haggerty. 1st and goal on the 4-yard line. A direct snap to number 3, and he is going to the outside, and he is taken down for a loss of yards. It'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 10 for Haggerty on the 10-yard line. Just about 10 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter of play. Your score, Haggerty 42, Lake Howell 15. We'll get an update from around the league from Casey as soon as we find out.
Update from your teams around the league. Orange City University 21, Lake Mary 7 at the half. Casey Myers will keep you updated with your scores from around the league.
And that play will be just short after a carry on the play. Be 3rd and goal on the 2-yard line for Haggerty with just about 9 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter of play. Haggerty looks to get this one in the end zone for 6 points.
Casey Myers here for your update. Scores from around the league. Lake Brantley 21, Oviedo 21, the end of the third quarter. Casey Myers with your update from around the league.
Run up the gut for Haggerty, and he gets to the outside lane, and he is in for a Haggerty Huskies touchdown. A run to the outside for Haggerty Huskies. Convert to your lead. Haggerty 48, Lake Howell 15 with just over 9 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Haggerty looks to extend this lead
Set up to kick the extra point right now is number 13, Aaron Rose. As the fireworks go off here at Sam Montgomery Stadium. Still scare me every time I hear them. Your score, Haggerty 48, Lake Howell 15. The kick is up and good. Aaron Rose with the extra point attempt. Your score, Haggerty 49, Lake Howell 15. With a win tonight, Haggerty is going to extend their district win streak to 5-1. Their overall record is going to be 5-2. Don't forget to follow at Haggerty Sports on Twitter to get live updates on all the sports going around Haggerty, and especially when we go to Edgewater next week to play the district championship game. That is, again, at Haggerty Sports on Twitter. Set to kick the ball off is number 13, Aaron Rose, from the 40-yard line. Got just over 9 minutes left in the game.
The kick is up and high at the 30-yard line. And he breaks some blocks, and he is running the 40. And he will be pushed out at just about the 50-yard line after a 20-yard return on the kickoff. Lake Howell will have a 1st and 10 on the 50-yard line.
Casey Myers here with your score update from teams around the league. Lake Brantley 28, Oviedo 21, third quarter of Casey Myers. Those are your score updates from teams around the league. It's like weather on the ones.
And Lake Howell will set up with the ball, hoping to convert to shorten the deficit, but it looks like this one is just a little bit too far out of reach, and the pass is deep, well over the head of the intended receiver. Now, good pressure on the quarterback. Haggerty has been able to keep him in the pocket. It'll be a 2nd and 10 for Lake Howell on the opposing 48-yard line. The clock will continue to move down to just under 8 minutes and 15 seconds left in the 4th quarter of play. Lake Howell's quarterback, and the snap is a bad one, and it looks like the ball is lost. We'll see who got the ball after that bad snap. Lake Howell looks like they will retain possession. That one could have gone either way. That almost reminds me of the Michigan State game this past weekend. If you didn't tune into that game, Michigan State Spartans won the game with just about 3 seconds remaining after Michigan went to punt the ball. Punt was no good. The punter dropped the punt, and Michigan State brought it in for a touchdown. Lake Howell retained possession. It'll be 3rd and 15 on the opposing 46-yard line, and the band is getting loud for this one, hoping to keep them from converting on 3rd down. Quarterback drops back, looks deep. His pass is up, and it is incomplete. The deep ball was no good, and it'll be 4th and 15 for Lake Howell on the 46-yard line. The clock will be at just about 7 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter of play. Haggerty looks to win this game to move to 5-2. Lake Howell will set up to punt the ball away. It'll be 4th and 15. The punt is up and short. It'll be signaled a fair catch for Haggerty. Haggerty will get the ball at the 29-yard line with just under 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter of play. Your score, Haggerty 48, Lake Howell 15.
Casey Myers here with your score update from teams around the league. Score right now, the Lake Brantley Oviedo game is 28-28 in the third quarter. I'm Casey Myers, your score update from teams around the league.
This football game is the Haggerty Husky homecoming game for the year of 2015. Haggerty will host their homecoming dance tomorrow night. The theme is Rio de Janeiro Olympics. This week has been a great week of homecoming festivities here at Haggerty High School. Previously at the Powder Puff game here at Sam Montgomery Stadium, the seniors came away with the W on that game. Haggerty will set up with the ball, and it is a run. Handoff to number 24, and he breaks the tackle, and he will gain positive yardage on that one, pushed out after a gain of about 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 on the opposing 34-yard line with just about 5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter of play. Haggerty's quarterback sets up and is snapped to number 3 and run up the gut. A short gain on that one, but it will be positive yardage for Haggerty Huskies. It'll be 3rd and 4 on the 36-yard line for the Haggerty Huskies, and the clock will move down to just about 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Your score, Haggerty 49, Lake Howell 15. Haggerty will run the ball, and it almost taken down the backfield, but it will be positive yards, and it will move the chain for a Haggerty 1st and 10. The clock will move down to just under 4 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter of play. Haggerty hopes to just run the clock out on this one, but they will need to keep moving the chains. And it looks like Haggerty will set up for a run, and it will be a run up the gut by number 3, a gain of about 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6 on the 44-yard line, and the clock will move down to just under 3:30 in the fourth quarter. We thank you for tuning in to the Haggerty live stream here at Sam Montgomery Stadium. We hope to see everybody out at the East River game next week, as Haggerty will take on East River, looking to clinch a playoff berth on this one. Haggerty with a win in this one. Haggerty would go on to the Edgewater game 5-2. With Halloween just around the corner, here's your fun fact of the day. The average American will eat 25 pounds of candy each year. Have a fun and safe Halloween, but let's get back to the game as the clock will continue to wind down to just about 2 minutes and 45 seconds in the fourth quarter. Haggerty will hope to just run the clock out. And Haggerty's run up the gut is good for a positive gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 for Haggerty Huskies. The clock will continue to wind down. It will be just under 2 minutes and 30 seconds in the fourth quarter. Your score, Haggerty 48, Lake Howell 15. We'll keep you updated with the score updates from the Oviedo High School game as we get them in by your score update man, Casey Myers. And Haggerty will run it up the gut for positive yards on that one, run by number 3. And they will continue to move the clock down, and it'll move the chains for Haggerty's 1st and 10. And looks like something went on that play. We'll get it as soon as we get it to you. The refs are talking on that one. And looks like that will wrap this one up. Just about 45 seconds remaining of play in the 4th quarter. Your score, Haggerty 48, Lake Howell 15. Haggerty's offense has come up with some big gains in this one, and they will need the ball, and that will run the clock down. And after this win, Haggerty will improve to 5-2 to take on Edgewater next week. Haggerty will be away. We thank you for tuning in to the Haggerty High School live stream. And the clock will wind down. This one is just about over here. The teams will line up to shake hands. And this one is over. Your score, the Haggerty Huskies 49, Lake Howell Silverhawks 15. Haggerty will improve to 5-2 to take on. Haggerty is 5-1 so far in districts, and we will wrap up the game. We thank you for tuning in. We hope to see you next time, and as always, go Huskies.